Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and we got in the very thing that we were just talking about on my dream Unify setup for prototype church. That is the viewport. I haven't seen that many reviews on it, and pretty much this is what I wanted to use instead for security cameras instead of a mini PC hack that we kind of did. So let's go ahead and open it. It literally was just delivered. Let's open it up and let's see what is inside. Alrighty, so let's open it on up. All right, so this would actually function kind of like a Fire Stick and just hooks up to your TV that way. It is PoE powered. I don't believe it comes with an adapter, but we'll find out here in a second. So I don't know what I can compare this to. All right, so here's my iPhone 14 Plus. So it's about the same height of it and double the thickness of it. So pretty small. There it needs to go. So here on the back, if we zoom in a little bit here, you will see, if I can get it in focus there, that we have, and let me flip it around. So we got an HDMI in and we have a secondary. And if we flip it over, we have, that is PoE, come on, get in focus. That is our PoE power in. Yeah, I don't know why it's getting focused, but anyway, that's PoE power in. I have a couple of PoE injectors from other Unified devices because where I want to place this, I've already used up all of my PoE outputs from my switch upstairs that's going to be on the TV. So I'm gonna test out some of the injectors that I have to see if they work. So there is a reset right there, and that's pretty much it. It looks like it can be opened right here, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's go ahead and set that there. What else is included? The small little manual. This is actually a sticky TV mount. So it'll just stick to the back of the TV. I kind of don't want to do that, but we'll see. And also it has holes here, so it shows to where you can actually screw this into one of the mounting holes on the back of the TV that has a VESA mount. You could hook it there. I'm using those for my stand, so that's not an option for me. And here is, actually, this is the mount that actually goes on the back of the TV. So you can screw it into one of the holes if it's available on the back of the mount. I may have one. I don't believe I do because I'm using a rack mount that holds it on the TV stand. But you could do that, and then PoE will put the logo up. So it will sit right there, and then HDMI goes to the TV. Also, they included an HDMI cable. Thank you. I don't know why companies stop including HDMI cables, but nice flexible cable. Feels very, doesn't feel cheap. That's what I meant to say. So this is for the TV mount, the sticky TV mount. So yeah, it has a QR code. I don't know if you can see that. It has a QR code for the manual. Ubiquiti has done that with a lot of their products. It doesn't really include any manuals. So these are mounts, and actually this other mount could actually be mounted to a wall, and it has the screws for that. I am not able to mount anything in this house since I am renting it. But wow, they got some really industrial strength screws for that. I believe these are the mounts that will go into a typical TV mount. So I'll set those aside because maybe I might be able to fix that on my TV. I'm not sure. And that's pretty much it. So let me hook this up to my little portable monitor here. And I do have some PoE power under my desk. Oh, so let me tilt this up so that y'all can see it. And I do run Unify cameras here. And it looks like my TV my monitor was damaged there. I don't know what's up with that. But let's go ahead and connect our HDMI in there. HDMI out. And I believe this is a pass-through Ethernet. So like if you had this like in an office and you have a voice over IP TV, I mean a phone or something like that, you could possibly pass that over if the TV already has power. I don't believe power is passed through. So let's go ahead and connect this. All right, and there we go. It is powering up right now. And let's see what shows up on here. Because then we're going to cut over to the computer. Because like I said, I already have Unify camera system here. So hopefully it just works. All right, and this is in 4K. This actually being outputted. You know what? Let me actually hook this up so that y'all can see the input of this. All righty, so we're here at my desk, and I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up here. I am still going through my PoE switch for right now. All right, and that's powering up. So we should see some information here shortly. There we go. So let's see what happens with this. I do have my my Unify Protect up on another screen. So we're just gonna see how all of this unfolds. Now, the fact that the HDMI cable is that long, I guess I don't typically have to mount this to the back of the TV. I do have a smaller HDMI that I could use, but okay. Nice little input connector to the same network as the controller. Once connected, you can adopt this. All right, so we got it there. And if I cut over here so you can see, I just got a pop-up here saying that it sees this. Are we ready to add it? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit add. And my phone just went off because I think that was for the Unify Protect app as well too, which it was. So I have it right there saying that the viewport is ready to be adopted. So it got detected. So I thought adding it would have done that, but let's go ahead and click adopt. And I need to set it to a different IP address because I like my stuff going in order. So I'm gonna assign that to 23. Let me make sure there's nothing on my network there. So these are all my Unify devices, and make sure nothing is on 23, which it is not. So I'm gonna assign this and hard set it to 23. That would kick back over once I reboot it. So that'll be good. So let's go back over here. And like that, we're all done. So it's preparing an update right now. So again, this is the first time I've seen, I think it rebooted. And let's see what is going on with that. So we're seeing everything outside. I'm just waiting for it to connect back again. Let's just make sure. All right, so there's the viewport. So let's cut back over and see what it's actually doing. Oh, and that's the viewport. And it just automatically just showed up. So that's interesting. I would have thought I would have seen something else, but let's go back over here and see. See, it's saying it's updating. Maybe it still is, and I just happen to be able to see what is going on with it. But let's go back over here to protect our devices. Yeah, it must still be doing an update because it's not showing here for us to configure. So let's give it a little bit of time, let it finish updating, and then we'll be back and we'll see what we do with it. Alrighty, it's finished updating. We got it up. So now let's go ahead and head back over here, and there we go. We click on it and see we can now select a live view. My default view, I only have 4 cameras. So if we had new views, we could make one. So let's come over here to live view. This is what I have. If I wanted to make, I don't even think I can actually make a new one because I don't have any more cameras, but let's, anyway. Oh, I stand corrected. We can. We actually go here at the bottom. I haven't really done that here. So anyway, we can go here and add a live view and say I want to go with 5 cameras, and that grid is unique. So like for me, I want to say I have all of my cameras showing at the same time, but then I want these to change based off of motion. Or you could do it off of time. So I'll say I want to do it based off of motion, so I don't have to keep jumping to a camera. It can just show it there for me. So let's go ahead and save that. And that's the view. Now, let's go back to our device and let's change our view. And maybe we should have gave it a name. That would have actually worked. So I'm going to say, say to change up the settings. And I'll say, let's say homes. And share with Protect Viewport. That's a new option. So that's the one we'll set, and we'll send that image, that layout there. So again, this is extra wide, so I'm wondering how that's going to look. So let's go ahead and switch it back and let's see what that looks like. So it looks like this, which again isn't that much of an issue. Now, if I had a bigger TV or something like this, maybe this will work. What I'll do is probably take you upstairs and hook this up to my stuff upstairs and see how it looks. But I mean, really straightforward. Again, there's no keyboard or nothing. So this is literally just viewing there. So you can't really see anything else other than that. But let's go ahead and disconnect this and test it with some of our PoE injectors to see which ones will work. I do have a 24 volt, and I have a 48 volt. So we'll see which one works, and whichever one, that's the one we're going to use. So let's head upstairs. Alrighty, so here is a 24 volt that I had for the nano stations, and excuse the mess, I have not taken down the Christmas tree yet. So I do have some of these other jacks set in place. So I have the 48 volt already right there. That is a PoE plus plus. I actually had that left over for the Unify access door and stuff like that. So I already have this plugged in here. I am sure this is going to get power. Make sure. All right, that's secondary. Let's go ahead and connect this. All right. So, yay, obviously we got power with that. And as you can see, I already have all these mounts used. I may have a bolt left over from all these mounts that I use, and I can probably put it right there. But with the existing setup, I can't use it. But honestly, I'm probably just going to set it right here. Not a big deal. And I have my HDMI right there beside my PlayStation Move. Bet you haven't seen that one in a while. All right, so we got that connected. Now, let's go ahead and turn the TV on, and let's see what we get. No, we don't want to turn the PlayStation on. And I missed the time. It turned it on anyway. All right. So again, come on now. No gaming time today. At least not right now. So here is the output. And I mean, very nice image, but I am not liking this layout. So I might have to, as much as I wanted to see the motion on here, I can imagine that I'm just, I'm not, I'm not really liking the layout with this design. So let me switch it back to the one where it's just all four cameras. So that's going to be the default layout. So if we switch back over here to our device, and then our layout is going to be back to default. So let's see how that works now. Yeah, much better. Makes it easier to see. But again, if you're, I mean, it's kind of expensive to have one of these. I was going to say you could have two and have one view on a screen that's always showing the motion, but then you have everything. And maybe if I had more cameras, this would actually look better to fill out everything. You wouldn't have the black bars, but that's fine. Now, let's go ahead and plug in this 24-volt and see if this will work with it. Alrighty, so I've migrated everything over. And I'm not seeing a light at all. So I don't believe the 24-volt works. It's going to require the 48-volt. So let me switch that back. Yeah, so that definitely needs the 48-volt. And we'll set that back behind there. And I wonder if I have a bolt somewhere, probably in my tool bag. I don't want to search for it right now, but I'll leave it right there, or maybe hang it from right there. I don't want to stick it to the back of this TV, and I need my smart TV to stop being so smart. So they'll just go to the view. All right, and boom, there it goes. Very nice. Now, I don't know if it's doing audio. I have a sound bar. Actually, it was actually on. But again, there's no way for you to actually click and say which source that you want, because all of those are collecting audio. So, oh well. So that's about it. That is the Unifi Viewport, Unifi Protect Viewport. Goes for $199. Again, is this essential for, I think if you have a big install with multiple cameras and stuff like that in the security room, this will work great. But again, you could go just with the web interface and just have somebody log in and look at it, and you can get all this functionality. This is more of, I don't want to have anybody log in. They can just turn the TV on and boom, and they just get an image. I believe Unifi has a device where it can actually pull power USB to some way to be an ejector to send power from the TV. But I mean, it's not that big of an issue, especially like if an installer, like I have a switch here and you get a 48-volt injector. You can put this pretty much anywhere as long as you have an Ethernet connection to get it on the network so it can see everything. But very straightforward. Link is down below if you're interested in getting one. I do not have an affiliate code with Unifi. Don't buy this from Amazon because they mark up all of Unifi stuff like crazy. This device is $199. Do not pay more than that. So I will link directly to the Unifi store if you're interested in getting one. And that's about it. Let me know down below if you have any other questions you want me to test out, because this is in my setup. And when we get a house and we move out of here into our own, we're going to add more cameras, and this is going to be set up somewhere. I might get another one so that, if we're upstairs or something like that, we can just easily go to a different channel so we can see all the security cameras, or in the server room might be permanently up so you can always see something. But anyway, That's about it, folks. Thanks for watching. If you like this type of content, appreciate a like. Consider subscribing. Hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Granted, this is at home, but I mean, media ministry, all that good stuff. Anyway, folks, this is AJ. We'll catch you on the next video. Later.